Hey, and welcome back to the participants that are working their way through the 21-day challenge. I hope everyone's having a really positive experience with that, staying moving and staying motivated. Today's video clip is a yoga flow inspired sequence meant as an all-over body workout. It's going to heat you up internally and boost your energy if you're feeling a little bit stale or stiff. So let's go for it. We're going to go to the front of our mat. Always taking that time to gather your center, gather your breath, and assert your roots. So really taking those feet to the mat, grounding them, lifting the toes, maybe spreading them slightly, and then placing them down. Activating the legs, lengthening all the way up through the crown of the head. I'm going to bring my hands to my heart. And after taking several long, deep, even breaths, bringing my attention to my practice and sort of releasing anything we don't need that isn't serving its purpose at this moment. Inhale, bring your hands all the way up to the sky, lengthen all the way through the torso. On the next exhale, come up and over your legs. If you can't touch the floor, no problem. Just support yourself on the tibia or place blocks underneath you. Something hard is better for tactile feedback. Inhale, we're gonna come up halfway like a tabletop. Draw that belly in. Breathing out, come forward. Allow yourself to bend your knees if you need to. Place the hands right down onto the floor. And I'm gonna step back. And for today's video, I'm gonna start with my left foot. Very slowly bringing my foot back. Exhale, bringing my right back. I'm here now in a plank pose. You have the option of bringing the knees down to the floor if you prefer. Otherwise, you can come into the full version of Chaturanga Dandasana. For today, I'm going to model just the adapted version, coming all the way down to the floor, leading with the heart. Untuck the toes, engage the legs, and let those kneecaps lift right up off of the mat. Using the strength of your spine, breathe in, lead with the heart, lifting, lengthening that neck along with the spine, and lifting the hands right off the floor. Exhale, press back into the hands. Come all the way back into Balasana. This is a child's pose. Bringing those hips and sitting bones right over the heels as far back as you can. I'll then tuck my toes, press into the hands, making sure that they're shoulder width apart. Big deep breath in, next breath out, lifting up, and taking those hips up to the sky. For your first downward facing dog, you're really definitely gonna wanna take your time playing with the weight, shifting it between the hands and the feet, maybe pedaling out the legs. And a couple of deep breaths there. And then I'm gonna come into the rest of my flow, adding on to it, lifting my left leg up. Exhale, bringing it all the way forward so that it's placed right beside my left foot. The knee, as you can see, is right over the ankle. The back foot, I'm going to take the outer edge of the foot and turn it outwards, opening up the hip, and taking the outer edge of that foot parallel with the mat, and then coming up into Warrior Two. From Warrior Two, I'm going to lift, lengthen, and dance out my warrior. Exhale, come back all the way around and create a diagonal with my fingertips. Inhale, breathing in, coming back to Warrior Two, and then straightening out the leg, deep breath in. Exhale, reaching for Utthita Trikonasana, straight-legged triangle. Another great place to use a block to avoid any collapsing of the underside. And lifting the hand right up to the sky. If it's too much for you, just bringing it onto the hip, or even fingers facing down on the back of the tailbone. Couple of breaths. Inhale, coming all the way up. I'm gonna bend my knee and bring myself back into a lunge. Stepping back. In, pushing into the hands, downward facing dog. Look forward, bend the knees, and walk, or maybe even take a little hop to the front of the mat. Inhaling, coming up, and over the legs again. And back to where we started. Big deep breath in, big circle up towards the sky, bringing the hands to the heart. Now as you can see, I'm slightly out of breath, and I didn't even move that fast. You can take it at your pace, but make sure you know which breath goes with which movement, inhalation or exhalation. It's also a great one to implement before